Welcome to the Ladies Enrichment Club worldwide, where we support women in business and we help them to grow. Today we have our guest with us, Ina Marie, and she will be introducing herself. Hello, Ina Marie, how are you?
Hi, Zelda. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. It's so nice to meet with you. We know each other for many years, and I know that you are actually a professional in what you're going to share with us today, what you are doing. Tell us about yourself, where you're from, your hobbies.
Zelda, yes, I'm from South Africa, but currently I live in Dubai. And as a, I'm what you will call a jack of all trades. I have quite a lot of hobbies that I work with. Um, in South Africa, I was born in Cape Town, so the mountain is absolutely settled in my heart. But I grew up in Bloemfontein and married a Praetorian pilot, which brings me all over the world. So yes, it keeps me busy. And I have two lovely kids. They are 13 and 17 years old. So I'm right smack bang in the middle of the teenage years at the moment.
Good luck for you. It's so nice. We were talking about our kids earlier on, and for everybody that's watching, and it's so nice. As a mum, you cannot stop talking about your kids because you love them so much. Although they go through the teenage years and they give you, all the attitude they also bring, we still love them. So it's so nice to know about you, a little intro about you, Ina Marie, and your family and where you come from, and a lovely place, South Africa.
Yes,
So now that we know a little about you, maybe we can focus on what you do and why did you why did you choose to go into this type of work?
well, Zelda, as I mentioned, I am naturally a jack of all trades. I like to try a lot of things. And when I study, I actually started in a way different field. I started with BSc meteorology. I wanted to be the weather girl. That did not work out that well for me. So one day I walked
Interesting.
past, I was on a December break and I walk in Stellenbosch past the school called the Isaac Carstens Health and Skincare Academy. And I just looked at it and I said to my mom, I wonder what they do over here. I want to see. And we went inside with the idea, just keep an open mind. It was the beginning of the new year is coming closer very quickly. They were busy cleaning up the place, getting ready for the new year and everything. And when I walked in, I actually met Isaac Carstens herself, an amazing lady. I absolutely look up to her. But that lady took me in and she said to me, can I help you? I said, I would really like to know what you're doing over here. And she said to me, come, let me show you. But I need to know, are you interested in the medical field? I said, I'm very much interested in the medical field. I'm not that fond of blood. So there's a bit of a problem there. And she started laughing at me. She said, let me show you what we do. And she took me through everything, all the preparations that they're doing for the year, basically introducing me to skin and body care therapy and how to look after yourself. So she asked me at the end of the tour, am I interested? I said, well, I'm very much interested, but I would understand that in a prestige place like this, you have standards, and I have just done a year in university, which didn't go that well. And I would like to know, how do I apply for this? And this lady said to me, yes, we do. And applications closed last year in August already. However, I do need to speak to you about this. And I said to her, how's that? She said, well, it looks like you're going to fit right in here with us. And I had a cancellation today.
Oh,
And would you
great.
like to have this space? And you can start in 4 days with us.
Amazing.
So my life took a very, very quick turn, and I had to make a very quick decision there. Not somebody that actually grew up with salons. Me and my mom, we were always too busy. We never did facials or anything like that. And I looked at mom, and she said to me, if you want this, then we're going to make this work. I said, I really want to do this. I really want to go into this. And that was the start of my journey. But the best things came from Tannie Isa's voice when she said to me, you know what, you might have had a bad year, but everybody needs a second chance in life. And she gave me my chance. And that's why everything that I do out of passion is to give everybody a second chance in life. And that's where my journey started with health and skincare. Yes.
Oh, such a nice, I mean, you never thought that you're going to go from weather girl to being skincare therapist. It's amazing
Absolutely.
that it just, sometimes we just need to trust the process.
Yeah.
We need to trust and to believe that there is something for us all out there. God knows what we need in life. So
Absolutely.
it will never be a disappointment. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Now tell us a little bit about your inner space. You have this amazing
Right.
business
Yes.
going on. And
So as you can
is it
see,
coaching? Is it online coaching? Is it? Yeah, I love your
um,
background there. That's all about
thank you.
Ina Marie.
Yeah, so inner space is a space of safety. Basically, that's what I want to name it. And yes, online coaching is very much where I'm going into, because what I find, and especially during the COVID years where I couldn't really touch people, but I could speak to them. I have learned that I have a lot of knowledge that I can share, not because I think I know everything, but because of the experience that I've had. Once when I left my studies and I was finished with it, I literally went and I did the whole spectrum that was out there. I started as a normal therapist, then I worked in a busier salon, then I went on and I worked with plastic surgeons and I did the post-operative care, lost my fear of blood over there. And then I went from there and I became a rep, and I had to draw up spas and invent relaxation techniques for spas that's unique. And in the end, ended up having my own business as well and being an entrepreneur. But with the vast knowledge that I built up, I came to Dubai and I became a mom. And this is where inner space actually came to be the safe place, because I realized that when I grew up as a 16, 17-year-old, I didn't know, and my mother certainly didn't have the knowledge to know what to do if you've got acne.
Mhm.
Nobody gets a baby with a manual and say, this is what you need to do. You know, you have to learn those things. And I saw with my own kids how, and their friends, how the moms started to struggle. And then, especially during COVID, what happened is I got COVID myself, and afterwards only diagnosed with autoimmune disease, which I got the help of a very good friend of both of us, Ilse Onderwegs, that actually drew me right into how nutrition affects absolutely everything. It affects your skin, it affects your health, it affects your mindset, anxiety attacks, all of those. And how you can manipulate autoimmune disease with what you eat.
Mm, mm,
So I started with the coaching. I actually helped her as well with clients that she coached on nutrition to help them with detoxification in lymphatic drainage. But what I found, where people normally go for a massage and they are quiet and fall asleep, in my massages, people start talking and they just opened up, and it's like a psychology session that you get, because it's a verbal detox that's coming out, and people really want to say what's bothering them while I did the lymphatic drainage. And because we combined both of them, we saw a quick result in how the person mentally could go back and actually help to heal themselves. And that's where the coaching business comes in, and where I say inner space is a place of healing whether it is going to be over a Zoom call, whether it's going to be hands-on, it is where you feel safe.
That is so nice. So it makes so much sense when you do your therapy session and people talk to you about their problems. And once you tell somebody about what's bothering you, it's already lifting that from your shoulders, and you already feel like, shoo, I told somebody, and then it's self-healing, like you said. And a lot of skin problems comes from stress.
Absolutely.
I'm certain about it. And when you have the stress and the anxiety comes, and you're constantly thinking about it, the best way, I always say, is speak to somebody close to you. And in your business, it's a bonus for your clients, because they can speak to you while you are doing the coaching online, or you can guide them on what to do with their problem. I feel it's a really nice combination. So I'm actually going, our time is running out, but I would love to know, what is your short-term goals for Inner Space?
Short-term goals is basically just to help more people. I would like to just open up my Zoom video space for even people that's not living in Dubai, but people that would really like to talk. People that would like to know, that is suffering from autoimmune disease. I do have quite a bit of ideas where people can go and look for help if it comes to specifically thyroid disease. I myself had my thyroid removed due to stress. And even though I had all the thesis and everything that I wrote about stress, I still got the disease because of stress. So to mind yourself and to get this open space is really, really important. And even if it's a Zoom call of half an hour a week, just for you to bring your emotions out is really physically going to help relieve the stress on your organs, like your thyroid.
Oh, a lot of women struggle with the thyroid. And I feel that, once you can also share your feelings with a therapist like yourself, you will give so much more information and advice on what to do and what to eat. And I've got this one friend, and you know her as well, Karen. She's a hormone health
Yes,
coach,
she's
and
absolutely excellent. Yeah.
she's amazing. We had a ladies event. I organized this ladies event with her, and I'm sure all the women that were present at the event, they just took home so much more than they
Yeah.
expected.
Yeah, I
So
absolutely also use Karen, and I always say to my clients, either Ilse Onderwiels or Karen, both of them, depending on what the problem. If it's autoimmune disease, I send them to Ilse. If it's nutritional, hormonal, then we use Karen, because they are so focused in their fields, but they are excellent in what they do.
excellent.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, what advice would you give to women out there that would like to go into health coaching business? What did you, maybe let me rephrase, how did you start off, and what lessons did you learn through starting your online coaching business?
I started together with a friend, and we actually wanted to help massage therapists in the UAE, and we're still working on that. We just both went into our own directions at the moment and just building that first. But if you would like to do that, there's two things. The first thing is, keep on small steps every day. If you do one small thing every day, in the end of a year, your business will grow quite big, but you have to do something every day on your business. So that's the first advice I give. Never give up. A day is never wasted. You can always try tomorrow. Sun will always come up, but keep going forward. Never walk back. That's my first one. Second one, I am part of a group called the Superhero Group for women in the Middle East that builds online business. And it's run by a person called Warren Nell. He's in South Africa. He came from South Africa to Dubai, and he's back in South Africa right now. But Warren is a coach that helps specifically online business women to step by step build their business. And I must say, I find his coaching, it's once a week, really amazing. He always also gives one-on-one coaching, and he helps to build business, whether whatever it is that you want to coach in. There's one of us that is coaching in color therapy. And there's another one that's also with business women and things like that. So we are from different points of views, but all into online training. And he really helps me with building that up and building myself up in the process. He's really very, very good with that.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for your advice. Now we're quickly going to look into your social media account before we go. And we will share screen your Facebook page. There you go. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the post you did on your skincare goals.
Right. Yes, so the skincare goals for the new year, that's something everybody can use. You know, you don't need to have a problem. That's just, I saw this on the Sadesco International page, and Sadesco, for those people that's not exactly familiar with the name, Sadesco is the international brand standard for health and skincare therapy. So your Sadesco diploma means that you are internationally qualified to talk about this and work on clients. So the skincare goals, drink plenty of water. All of us should be doing that. It's just a reminder that water is the one thing that actually helps us relieve toxins. It actually helps our body to receive nutrients. Without water, our body doesn't function optimally. So that's your number one thing. Remember to drink water. Sunscreen every day. Yes, I am a big fan of sunscreen. However, the first thing in the morning, not so much. If I go on my morning walk with my dogs, I want no sunscreen for a little bit just to get that vitamin D. Early morning vitamin D is the best. But after that, absolutely. Even screens that we are having, and these days, the lights that we put in, they all have blue light, which can affect your skin to age. So yes, you need to wear sunscreen even if you are indoors. Exfoliate once a week. Our skin needs to be a little bit reminded. It's like going to gym, but you don't need to do it 4 times a week. Only once a week is okay. And I am very much somebody that goes for chemical exfoliation, the chemical, not the abrasive exfoliation. So your alpha hydroxy acids and the natural way of exfoliating is what I would suggest. Moisturize every morning and night, especially us that is living in aircon. Very important to help your skin that little bit of extra moisture, because our skins do dehydrate on the outside when we are in aircon so much. And then avoid touching your face. Yes, I always say to the kids, don't scratch or do anything on your face, because underneath your nails is the dirtiest place on your whole body. You can rather, sorry for that, lick your bum and then scratch your face because it's not as dirty. If you put that in mind, they usually stop very quickly scratching their face. Don't put your hands in your face. Yes.
Yes, and that's very true, because we touch everywhere as well. So our fingers even are very dirty. And
absolutely. And our fingers don't have bacterial intervention to clean it. You have to physically wash your hands. So overwashing the hands, I'm also not much of a fan of. You have to build up some immunity, but yes, you have to have clean hands. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I do not think there's time for another one of your posts, but Ina Marie's got a lot to share on her Facebook page. Go check it out. She's got so much more to share with you.
Yes,
yes.
I want to say, I'm sorry, I want to say I'm also sharing Karen and Ilse's posts on my Facebook page, because I'm working so closely together, and I really believe in what they do. And there you will see I did some of my family and my teenagers and everybody that I'm working with, and also Dr. Eric Burke. I really believe in his way of natural healing. So amazing. That's all I put back on my page so that you can get the tips.
I love what you share on here, because it's, you know, we get a little bit of Ina Marie and her family, and we get a little bit of what you do. And this is a true human. It's not AI, you know, it is absolutely. Somebody. Yes. So now, last question before our time runs totally out is, would you like to collaborate with LEC by doing a giveaway?
Absolutely. I was thinking about that, and I would love to give away 2 30-minute Zoom calls to someone that would like to have some advice. And you can either split it up into 2 separate people, or we can do 2 for one person, as you would like to use it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ina Marie. Thank you for being on our show today, and good luck with your business, and also what you're going to do, and in future, your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and we will be in touch. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, Zelda. I really appreciate you inviting me on this, and also the articles that I can write in your lovely magazine. You're doing a fantastic job there, and I am also so privileged to be able to be part of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ina Marie. Thanks for your kind